Well, good fam, today we're going to be hitting chest. Now, one of the biggest things for me is making sure I have muscle groups to improve all the time while I am training. Straight into this workout, let me teach you how to grow your chest. Let's go. All right, we're going straight into warming up. And one of the things I always say is treat your warm up like a working set. This one I can go about 12 to 15 reps. It's nice lightweight for me. It's not very challenging, but I also don't want to exhaust myself too much. Tip over here is also, I'm going to be pushing my shoulders back and down before I start doing my chest. Oh, this gets me ready. Another thing is just open up the chest a little bit. This really helps me. First exercise I'm going to be doing is dumbbell chest press. I love this movement as well, but I'm going to take quite a bit of time to warm up into this. 2 working sets of heavy, 6 to 8 reps, and we're going. Machine and frame it out to heavy, especially as my body is feeling. Machines in use, but what I'm going to teach you guys is how to basically work around different things. So I'm training shoulders as well today, and I need to get some heavy sets out of shoulders. I don't really use this machine as much. I usually use a little more vertical one, shoulder press, but I love the plate loader. So I'm gonna play around with this machine. Still aim for about 6 to 8 reps for working sets, only 2 working sets as well. But warm-ups again, I'm gonna have to, that's how it is, that's how it rolls. All right, so we are on the shoulder press, a machine I haven't really used too much of before. I train at different gyms sometimes, and generally at my other gym, I've got another shoulder press where it's a little bit more vertical. It's a little bit of leaning, so it gives me that incline chest press vibe, and I can actually feel a little bit more incline on it with the angle leaned back. But I'm still gonna try and use this to my advantage, get a few plates in. I've got 20 kilos on there. Let's go. Okay. Based on that warm-up set, I think the push wasn't actually the problem, but the stability, and that first rep was a little bit harder. So when we get into bodybuilding and building muscle, specifically hypertrophy, stability is one thing, but that's not our main primary objective. So that first rep's always gonna be a struggle, I understand. And once I get that in, if I can slow down and control the reps, I can still push a decent amount. But effectively, how much is this gonna help me with my shoulder strength and progressive overload? I don't know, I wouldn't pick this as a primary machine I would use for my shoulder day, but you just go work with what you got. I reckon I'm gonna try 3 plates for this and aim for 6 to 8 reps. So here goes nothing. We got 3 plates on, test it out. I think if I can get the weight up, it should be fine. I don't know if this machine is supposed to be built for lots of weight, because based on the plates I'm using, you can only stack up to 4 plates here. So it'll be an honor to do 4 plates, but everything you gotta work towards it. Do you know what? That didn't feel too bad. I don't know if I'm gonna be ambitious and try for 4 plates. Honestly, I don't think I could get 4 plates, but I think we should try, because you never know until you try. Damn. All right, let's do it. I was thinking 3.5 plates, because I know I can definitely get 3.5. I don't know if I get 6 in, but just for reality and show you guys like what happens, because sometimes this is me in the gym. I go for things that I don't think I can get. So let's try. This, I'm gonna have to title this video maxing out all the gym equipment, because I actually am hitting the maxes on these. If I hit the 25 kilo plates, but then again, technically I am, because it wouldn't fit on here and it'll be. To be fair, I'm actually happy with that. 5 on that, when I didn't expect to get 1. So that's a win in my books. Now let's max out the decline press as well. All right, so we're on the lateral decline press, and we just came straight from maxing out on the shoulder press. But because I'm already pretty warmed up, from here, this actually uses less shoulders. So I'm not gonna warm up, I'm gonna go straight into my working. So I've got 3 plates on here, and then we'll see how we go from there. I'm gonna aim for about 8 to 10 reps on these ones, because I feel like I can definitely get more out than a little bit higher. This one's gonna be a tough one actually, I can already feel it. So see how we go. I have to zone in and pump it out. Little tip on here, on this machine, I would say is you gotta really brace yourself if you're gonna go for heavy weights, because that's gonna throw you off more and you are pushing down, but give your chest a little bit of a squeeze. No matter how heavy you go, even that 1 second squeeze on each press will just bring all that tension back to your chest, and you would notice it just 1 second even at the top. It will keep that tension still on your chest, and it will make sure that you're still utilizing it throughout the whole movements. So second set, only 4 reps. Still happy with it, but it's good because I got that real big squeeze. And another little trick, another little tip I'll say on the decline press machine is explosive concentrics. So when you're coming out, explosive concentrics, and you can slow down the eccentrics because that'll just keep you in line with motion. But give it a try and let me know how you go. We are going to move on to some laterals, and also one thing that's always, I think, the most underrated exercise, which is push-ups. So I'm gonna hit 10 reps on this, and I'm gonna turn around and hit 10 reps on the other side with no breaks in between. It's more of a volume set on my laterals. And just focusing, squeezing those lats at the top. And just hits different. Do it to the other side. Focus is just forming technique over here. Making sure those elbows come up as high. With this, we've got 4 sets. Here we go. As we get deeper into training, we start to ignore certain exercises and we start to just focus on just machines or these science-based stuff, which is awesome. Like, I'm for science-based, but very much on social media at the moment. And I'll say something to you: if you ever get lost, go back to the basics and then work your way back up again, because the social media can be so saturated and it's easy to get lost. Sometimes I feel lost. Lucky I've been doing this for a while, but I could only imagine how other people that are just starting and with all this info, which is so saturated, will feel. So I don't want you guys to feel that way. We probably all started with doing 5 or 10 push-ups. Never lose track of them. A lot of pressure on your wrist with each rep. So dumbbells make it easy, allows you to get into even the neutral grip position, strength, but volume work. I love push-ups. This also allows me to get a little bit deeper in for my push-ups. Oh, painful. Really feeling it. So, triceps, the first thing we really want to focus on is moving that elbow. So you want to extend that elbow so then the triceps can flex, okay? When we do that, because too often people do this, okay? Although your elbows are going to be extended, if we want to improve our form and technique and get the most out of the tricep movements, first thing is bring the elbows closer to your body. You get a nice stretch in your triceps. That's a good cue to know that you're doing well. Once you're feeling that stretch, try and push that elbow to extend and squeeze the triceps. Nice, controlled. That elbow is really flexing, extends. And that flexes, you get that nice stretch in your triceps and then extend. Check out the other 2 tips right in the comments. Get a nice, cheeky, juicy tricep pump. Let's go. All right, let's get those juicy triceps. What we're going to be doing over here is 3 sets, 8 to 10 reps, heavy. So, first little cue, pull those elbows in, extend those arms out. Nice and controlled, back, extend. See, keeping those elbows in, it's a great way to ensure that when that elbow stretch over here, you get a full tricep stretch. And then extends, you get that full tricep contraction. It's very important. It's a nice little heavy push today. Guys, I'm gonna gatekeep. You guys are gonna have to watch a full YouTube video to find out the next 2 tips for triceps, because I've got 3 tips for triceps on this machine alone. Second tip, eccentric. It's a great way to actually keep our technique in line. So eccentric meaning that negative, so on our way up. So with that one, I want you guys to slow it down. To be able to counter, so then your time and attention isn't too long, especially when you are lifting heavy, what you can do is control that eccentric, and it keeps that stretch on the tricep, and then get an explosive concentric, so explosive down. This way, you're gonna have a quite similar time and attention, a little bit slower than usual, but still similar time and attention as usual, but then you feel it a lot more in your triceps. So let me just show you exactly what I'm talking about. Feeling that stretch, explosive, control down. Whoa, pump the juicy, really feeling it. And honestly, there's no better pump than a full upper, like the pump workout. When you work on your triceps, especially the other part, it helps with overall shape. For those of you that compete in bodybuilding, you know, and physique condition is super important. So like something like this over here, bring the triceps out more, even relevant. Let's go. Supplementation that I had today, creatine and a pre-workout from BSN supplements. For my normal daily supplement, vitamin D, D3, I always have that with some sort of a fat, so it's easily absorbable. My zinc as well, I have some maca powder. The cool thing about this is I get to show you guys different muscle groups to improve. And how I'm going to be attacking chest over the next couple of weeks is frequency. Now here's a little tip for anyone that wants to build any single muscle group. You have to be able to increase the frequency. But in order for you to be able to increase your frequency, certain things are going to also take a toll. Things like your recovery. So that is something that has to be important when you guys are training. My name is Kwame Duah. I'm a professional world champion bodybuilder. And this is not the last of me. I want to take you guys on my journey. If you guys haven't liked or subscribed to this channel or turned on post notifications, please do, because I am going to be bringing in consistent content for you guys. All right, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something from it. I am going to continue to try and provide some also with lots of tips that can help you guys grow. So drop in the comments what you guys want to see more of, because I want this to be skewed towards you guys as well. Don't forget to turn on post notifications as well. I'll be doing shout outs as well, some of the questions and some of the comments as well too in my next videos as well. So stay tuned and let's go. Thanks for tuning in with me. Your boy is out and ready for a feed.